Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Thank you. What's up, buddy? What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. What is up? Hope everybody's weekend's going well. Man, I'm sluggish today. It's cool though. We'll get there. We got that Java. You know what I mean? We got that Java. That's what matters. So we'll get there. We'll do video gaming news as always, right? And then we're gonna do whistleblower DLC for Outlast. So that'll be today. Today will be just the whistleblower DLC. We'll get through that, and we'll see if we do any kind of just chill gaming shenanigans after that. Possible. And oh, solid, dude. Nice, dude. What's up, man? Almost is the important word there, I think. Almost, right? But tomorrow will be the start of Outlast 2 for us, yeah? So we'll start Outlast 2 tomorrow, and then we will keep playing it on Halloween, yeah? So on Monday, on Halloween, we will continue our Outlast 2 play. And I don't know if we'll, I'm kind of hoping that maybe we'll be able to play through till the end of Outlast 2 on Halloween. That'd be a cool, like, summarization of Scaretober for us to actually finalize and not have to run over into November, just be actually finished with Scaretober. Not that I want to be finished with Scaretober, because it's an amazing time and I love it. But to get all of the titles in and completed actually on the last day of Scaretober would be kind of wild. I thought we would end up pushing into November, and if we need to, we will. But it looks like we're on track. Again, I hope everybody's doing well. That's the plan. And don't forget, got a nice little fun surprise for everybody on Halloween. So don't miss it. Okay. Not gonna really divulge much, but I'm gonna dress up a little bit, and then there's even gonna be an additional little fun surprise that should be pretty funny towards the end of the news segment on Monday. Okay, what's up, gamer? What's up, dude? So let's go ahead. Let's hop over here. Let's get into this video gaming news segment as we do. Cool. And then we'll get into our gameplay for the day, which will be, again, Outlast 1 Whistleblower DLC. Cool? Check it out. Let's get over here real quick, and I'll show you this amazing music we're listening to right now. This is Bullets Per Minute soundtrack. Yeah? Amazing little indie dev game. FPS, roguelite, rhythm-based shooter. Amazing gameplay and awesome OST, so go check it out. Cool. I'm just a fan of the game, love the music, so that's why I like to promote them. We love our indie devs too, so go check it out. Let's get this. Yeah, so word gamer. Yeah, I mean, I looked it up yesterday too, Pinky. I looked it up yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I was just kind of shooting for probably somewhere around 3 hours or so worth of gameplay today. So I figure we'll probably be around 5 hours into the stream today, and we'll see. We'll see if I want to do anything else today or not. I've got some stuff I need to still work on for getting prepared for Halloween and everything. So I don't know. We'll see. I might play something else. I might not. We might do a bit of a shorter stream today. It just depends on how I'm feeling about it. Oh, does it really? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let me check something real quick. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. Yeah, we should be cool, man. Thanks for letting me know, dude. But they love showing the swords, dude. They like showing swords, bro, in the Outlast games. Yeah. Syke, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? Oh, dude, gamer. I'm sorry you have to work today, man. That's rough, dude. All right, let's get into this. Am I tripping? Oh, dude, I am tripping. Hold on. Dude, I'm running. I'm sluggish this morning, guys. Sorry. Here. I am sluggish. We got this, though. We got this. Boom. There it is. There it is. All right. We're in business. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, look. I mean, we run ESRB command and stuff. So, it is what it is, dude. I'll put it in the title when we switch over to that it's mature. Thanks for letting me know. Just like in chat, yeah. Yeah. Swords a swinging, dude. Oh man. All right. Um. Yeah. 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 All right. Let's see what we can find in the news. Um. Xbox games with gold for November. Let's take a look at what's going to be in that. A good barbecue recipe. Dude, I used to have one that was like an all natural barbecue recipe too. It depends. I mean, are you looking for a sauce? Or are you looking for a dry rub? Are you going for like? I'm guessing you're going for more of a spicy than I mean, because dude, there's a lot of different kinds of barbecue. Dry rub or marinade, okay. Tabo, what's up, buddy? Do you want something more savory or sweet? And spice or mild? Chunk of meat. Leave it overnight. Yeah. Okay. Because I mean, depending on where you live and different like in the U.S. especially, dude, the barbecue varies so greatly, dude. And there are many different styles of barbecue in this country, at least for sure. Um, that across the scale of those things, like for more savory as opposed to more sweet, and vice versa, and then also with like spice or and like using even to the extent of using like molasses or brown sugar, and those are very different, and molasses not being as sweet but more of that real bold taste to it, and brown sugar obviously being way more sweet. Yeah. um I'm just throwing stuff out there to help. Yeah. um Dude, I've used so many over the years. I'd probably just go with this is what I would say. This is what I would say. Probably just go with Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, gamer, I know, brother. I know. I know. Just go with that sweet baby raise, dude. Uh, you mean the Zuckerberg hasn't gotten it over there yet? Did it? It's too early, dude. Yeah, bro. Oh, dude. Oh man, that's so funny. Um, I don't know. I would have to look and see if I still have that old recipe in mind. But I did used to have a really good recipe for a sauce that was all natural too. It didn't use any kind of like processed stuff. It was just literally making it with like um natural, like I think it was honey, some molasses, and then a lot of spices, and it was really good. But I would have to go digging to see if I could find it, man. Francis is not amused. My bad. My bad. Let's keep looking here, dude. That's funny. Uh, man, perfect setup, dude. uh, Yeah, look again. I'll keep talking about this. There's going to be a lot of sales over the next month, dude. Dudes and dudesettes. Next, like month to 2 months, really. But the end of next month, end of next month, there's going to be a lot of sales happening. So if you're in the market for anything specific right now, and you can hold off for a month, you'll probably be able to find yourselves a decent bit of savings if you can hold off. um, My wife and I have been fortunate in our careers. We've also been good with money. Um, we don't really, we don't really have any credit to pay off or anything like that, dude. Um, we've tried very hard to make sure that we put ourselves in a position where we're you know, we've got cushion a little bit. We're not wealthy, bro. Let me be very clear. We've made a lot of sacrifices for me to be able to do this full time. It absolutely would not be possible without the support of my wife and my kids for sure. And we live a different lifestyle now than we did before I started streaming, so that I could do this. So and it wasn't something that I pushed my family to do. It was something they prompted to want to let me do. So how many goats have you sacrificed? Well, I mean, we would have to go back and take a look at our gameplay from Cult of the Lamb and count them up. So, I mean, I think that's the most I can really say there is I'm fortunate. That's not lost on me. And I have an amazing partner in my life, in my wife, that is willing to also make sacrifices to let me chase my dream. But we've done things in our life even before I started streaming to try to make sure that we were in pretty stable financial situations in case anything even came up catastrophic for us that wouldn't put us in really bad spots. You know, as far as not having hardly any debt, not being, relying on credit, stuff like that. So that's a big part of it. It's a big part of it, man. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But look, I mean, I know people. It's hard. It's hard, and I think a lot of people are interested in. And I'm not going to dive into it too much in depth because it's a lot of the personal life stuff I try to shy away from. But I know people are interested in how I'm able to do this every single day. And because not many people are able to do that, right? And I might not be able to do it forever, but that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. Yep. But I've known many people who um, their significant others would not, even if they went to their significant other and expressed how very deeply passionate they were about a project like this, if this was their life's ambition, they would just go, no. And for me, it wasn't even, it's just something I've always been interested in. And I'm lucky enough to have somebody in my life to share my life with, my wife, that sees that passion and wanted me to chase it. I didn't have to prompt that. I'm very, very, very lucky in that. Yeah. 3 Call of Duty games last night for $60. Whoa, bro. All right, dude. I hope you like them. I hope you like them. Um, 10 PS4 games. No. We've already got that up. Oh, hey, GOG is giving away a free game for Halloween. Let's see what this is. You guys are funny, dude. I don't know if we've already hit on all the Switch sale stuff, but let's take a quick look. Oh wait, what? Yo, gamer. No, that's cool, dude. I mean, if you feel like that's a good price, dude, then good for you, man. No, I was being serious, man. No. Hey, bro, you're talking to the three-head master, dude. You're talking to the three-head master, my guy. Dude. Yeah, no, I mean, if you feel like that's a good price, then more power to you. And I think ultimately what'll be the best determining factor in whether or not you feel like that's a good price is how good the games are and how much game time you get out of them. You know what I mean? Mm. Nvidia's got some problems with its latest driver. Let's take a look at that. Looks like it's creating issues with Modern Warfare 2, so people might want to hold off on the new driver. Oh, Enter the Gungeon. I was wondering what ETG was as well. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, it's a good game, man. Let's go one more page here. It's a bit of a weird new control games are on the way. Let's pivot here. All right, let me be very clear. To Bo is my mod. I promote fellow streamers at my discretion. It is not okay for people to come in here and start spamming self-promotion. Understand that if you're hanging out here. If you're new to the community and stuff like that, be aware. Emotion than a promotion. I think anytime. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are interested. There are a lot of people that are interested in sharing their passion of whatever their hobby is or passion is on, you know, a live platform, whatever that platform may be, and more power to them. That people don't always. Again, I'm very fortunate to be able to do it every single day. A lot of people don't find the time to be able to share it like they would like to. So, you know, more power to the people that are able to find that time and work on it and pursue that interest. You know, I know you were just playing around, but I truly feel that way. But I am going to, because I don't let anybody come in and so that got removed. I don't let anybody come in here and just self promote and stuff like that. So I just don't want people coming in and spamming. Bayonetta 3, voice actors detail their pay, workload. Let's take a look at this. With all the other stuff we got in regards to that topic, let's see what they've got there. Wait, what? Why? Why? Maybe, dude. Maybe. We're going to have to get bigger if that's going to be the play. Yeah. Oh, man, I feel a sneeze coming on. Just one sneeze, maybe. Oh, yo, congrats, gamer. Congrats. That's awesome, man. Did you enjoy it? It's one of those. I mean, how do you regulate that though? So you know what I mean. Like, oh, subs for 6 months. I mean, it's a thought, dude. It's a thought. It's a thought. But it would literally have to be some kind of coded thing. You know what I mean? It would have to be some kind of coded thing that literally goes through an you know, a statement of checking sub length on a viewer and keywords that get put in. Though, yeah, it would be an absolute whole rigmarole to get that taken care of. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but on the reels, it would be wild trying to get something like that done. Again, I love promoting people within the community, you know. I just don't want people feeling like they can come in here and just do that. That's the big thing that I'm not a fan of. Especially because of what this community stands for and a lot of the um kind of the mindset the that we have for this community. Not everybody's going to have that kind of stuff, and I definitely don't want anybody coming in self promoting that doesn't flow with our kind of personality. Do bits cost monies? Yeah. Wait, you don't. Wait, what, Tabo? Yeah, yeah. So they used to do a thing where you could like watch ads to get bits, but I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think they do that anymore. Oh, okay. I got you, buddy. Yeah. But yeah. It's like roughly. I think for in the U.S. it translates over currency wise like 1 cent for every 1 bit, roughly. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Hold on. Yeah, 1 cent per bit used to cheer, dude. Yep. Yeah. Well, not everybody has their sub icon out either, but there is a way to show all the subs in the channel. I just have to look it up. Yeah. So I'll if you need that info, Tabo, I can give it to you. I need to grab it later. I think there's a way to grab all that pretty easy, but it's been a while. Yeah, dude. Games that will be like Scorn. What? Hopefully none. Yeah, G4 shutting down. We talked about that. I don't know, man. There's not a whole lot of news today. Um, man. We'll just stick with this. We'll just stick with this. This will be what it is. All right. Xbox games with gold for November revealed. Praetorians, HD, and Dead End Job join the library. Microsoft has announced the Xbox games with gold lineup for November, including Roman Empire RTS Praetorians, HD Remaster, and co-op twin-stick shooter Dead End Job. According to Xbox Wire, the library update begins with the Praetorians on November 1st until November 30th. Dead End Job follows up later in the month on November 16th until December 15th. While the October games with gold offering Bomber Crew is free until November 15th. On Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, Praetorians get an HD makeover for the 2003 strategy game. In a bid to become emperor, you'll navigate the Roman Empire's political intrigue through reworked console controls and high-definition visuals. The remaster includes more than 20 campaign missions, plus online multiplayer with up to 8 players. The colorful, playful ghost blasting of Dead End Job offers another co-op game for the service and still includes the option to go at it alone. Inspired by the whimsy of 90s cartoons, Paranormal Pest, Buster Hector Plasm will rid offices, restaurants, and more of otherworldly critters with his trusty plasma blaster and vacuum pack. October marks the first month since Microsoft stopped including Xbox 360 games through its Games with Gold program. Prior to the change, the service typically offered 4 games, with 2 of those slots reserved for Xbox 360 titles. Both games for October were originally released on Xbox One. The Games with Gold library is also available to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers, a premium offering bundling its services together. If you're interested in making the upgrade, check out our listing covering the expanded digital library. All right. If you need links, here. The Stick of Truth. Yeah, I know. I haven't played all of that. I just played a little bit of that, but it was pretty funny. Here, I got you. So there is Taboo's channel. In case anybody wants to go see what Taboo has done recently with that Enter the Gungeon stuff, that's when the second game I ever streamed was Enter the Gungeon, and that's when Taboo came in here, as well as our buddy Super Donut. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah. Let's see it. Let's talk about it, gamer. Yo, GOG is giving away a free game for Halloween. Check it out. GOG Halloween sale is live until November 3rd. Genesis Alpha 1, a roguelike FPS about building, maintaining, and navigating a ship through a galaxy that's very eager to kill you, did not blow our doors off when it came out in 2019. It had some interesting ideas, but failed to pull them together in an interesting or compelling way. It's been through a number of updates since then, and while I can't say how much it's improved, now would be a great time to find out because it's free in GOG's Halloween sale. This is the deluxe edition of Genesis Alpha 1. Along with the base game includes the art book, soundtrack, and Rocket Star Corporation DLC. Very generally, people seem to dig it. It's got a 3.8 out of 5 overall rating on GOG and mostly positive user reviews on Steam. Not universally beloved, but interesting enough to be worth a look, especially when it's free. Genesis Alpha 1 freebie isn't the only thing going on at GOG. There's also the whole Halloween sale itself, which has some pretty sweet deals, including Cyberpunk at half price, Disco Elysium at 75% off, and I think Disco Elysium is going to be our next game. Taboo's been here a long time, dude. Taboo's been, he's one of the longest community members. Yeah. Yep. Very long time. Mm-hmm. So, Disco Elysium, we talked at the end of the day. I don't know how many people will still be able to hang out. But, oh, dude, what the what? Hold on. There we go. I think Disco Elysium is going to be our next playthrough. And I am guesstimating somewhere around 80 hours worth of gameplay for that game. So, probably take us into December, you know, and then we'll see what we're going to play after that. But I've been wanting to play Disco Elysium for a long time. I'm not going to rush that playthrough. It should be a lot of fun. It's a very, if you're not familiar, I mean, this is going to be us diving into a very story-rich, choices matter kind of CRPG-ish kind of title again, and so while I don't like rushing those kinds of games, I don't like rushing any kind of game. It's also going to be one of those situations where I'm going to be prompting all of you for decision making as well. So we'll be doing polls for decisions and talking about what we want to pursue as far as these narratives and character choices and things like that. It should be a really good time. So as soon as we finish Outlast 2, we're going to go pivot into playing Disco Elysium. Cool. Hashtag Pillars 2. What? You mean just referencing the Pillars 2 playthrough? Or are you trying to are you trying to get everybody on board for another Pillars 2 playthrough? Because, dude, I don't think that's happening. Avowed win, dude. Avowed win. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition at 60% off and Prey Digital Deluxe for a tenner. $10, which is a stupidly good deal. Reference? Okay, cool. Dude, that was such a long playthrough. Both of those they were really good, but both of those were over 300 hours, Those were long. My favorite part of GOG sales, though, is always the really cheap stuff, which in this case can be found in the Sweet Treats category, which has a minimum discount of 89%. Memoria for $2. Styx, Master of Shadows is $2. Edna and Harvey's New Eyes for $2. Leisure Suit Larry in Wet Dreams Don't Dry for $3. Oh my god, dude. Leisure Suit Larry. Ken Foley's The Pillars of the Earth for $2. Candle for $1. And on it goes. GOG may be aiming to become a more mainstream digital storefront, but this is the kind of stuff that I come out for. Cool. The length of the playthrough gives you PTSD. It was a good playthrough. I mean, that's the thing for me is I love the story-rich stuff, and especially if a game is very well written, which Disco Elysium is supposed to be as well. Do I have GOG up? Hold on. So that, in Disco Elysium is supposed to be, here you go, check it out. It's supposed to actually confront a lot of, issues that we deal with currently in our world, in our societies and everything. And a lot of ethical and moral dilemmas and things like that. And so I'm really interested to take a deep dive into what that title is going to give us, Here you go, guys. This is GOG's desktop application, okay? And again, I brought up GOG the past couple of days because we've talked about the transition of the gaming industry, like other entertainment industries, of moving away from physical media, right? Getting away from discs or what have you, and getting more into the digital realm of libraries and a lot of platforms that provide that functionality to people utilize what is called DRM, right? Oh, really? Like this is one of the things that I love about one of the things I love about GOG is that it allows you to literally connect almost every other PC gaming platform there is. So it'll import your library and just connect you to whatever platform you need to go to play those games. It'll import your entire library from all these other platforms like Epic, Steam, Origin, EA, Blizzard, like all those, dude. You can just connect all those accounts and have your library in one place. It's really, really, it's really nice. It's really functional. But another thing about GOG is the games that you own on GOG's platforms are DRM free, right? So DRM free is one of their big things that they promote as being a part of their platform, and the fact that most other platforms, if you own a digital copy of a game, even if you have it installed and it's not even a live service game, it's just like a solo single player campaign kind of scenario, quite often you still have to have connectivity to connect to that platform's servers before you'll be able to start up and play that game, at least in full functionality. So with GOG, they don't utilize that. If you own a game and it doesn't inherently require any kind of online functionality, then as long as you've got it downloaded and installed, and like if you're without internet connection or whatever, you can still play those games. That's one of the big differences between GOG and a lot of these other platforms, right? But you can see they've got their Halloween sale going on. Stay away from Scorn. That's my advice. Stay away from Scorn. But they've got a lot of games on sale. You see Divinity 2, Pinky. Witcher 3, if you've been wanting to play it, stay away from Roach, man. You know what I mean? Stay away from Roach, dude. Where's the right here? So giveaway. You can claim Genesis Alpha. Alpha 1. Genesis Alpha 1. You can just claim this for free right now. All right. Roach's cake, though? Yeah. Yeah. And it's as easy as that. And you got it. So go get your free games, man. You know, I am not promoted by anything. I just want people to be able to access the world I love as much as possible. And so free games, hard to beat that. What else do we have in here? Sorry. Gamer. Modern Warfare, new version for 25, Advanced Warfare for 20, and Ghost for 15. Prices for each digital copy, 80, 80, and 70. Good night, dude. What? That's insane. That's crazy, dude. The E word and the B word. Yeah, Tabo. Yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. I was like, wait, what's he talking about? I know. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of talking about Blizzard yesterday afternoon while we were playing Shatterline. We had some new community members come in, and we were talking about Blizzard, and oof, yeah, they got me ranting, man. Had me ranting. Um, 2013 game. Jeez, dude, that's wild. I don't even know what those games are actually even like rated or reviewed. I've been away from Call of Duties for so long because, God, what was the last one I played? The last one I played was around 20, probably around that time frame. 2013, 2014, and I was like, meh. I don't even remember what the name of it was. And I hadn't played one for a number of years before that. I just felt the itch. So I got in there on one and was like, yeah, probably wasn't worth. And I've just stayed away ever since. Smart Nintendo Switch shoppers who've been waiting for games to go on sale got another round of discounts recently during an event that includes some significant price drops on a number of different games. Some of those are some well-known titles too, such as a collection of licensed LEGO games that include Marvel, Star Wars, and Harry Potter characters. And in some instances, the games have been dropped to their lowest prices yet. LEGO games are known for their multiplayer antics. Antics. I just almost got wrecked by an eyelash. as well as their ability to incorporate tons of different characters from across a property into one game. If you've been holding out on one or of a few of those up until now, you can see the discounts for 4 of them below, as well as one instance of discounted DLC, with all of these games now at their lowest prices ever recorded within the Nintendo eShop. Yeah, so all these Lego games. So Lego Marvel Superheroes, $10. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 Deluxe at just under $5. Lego Harry Potter Collection at $10. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, $36. And Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga Character Collection for just under $11. So there you go. If you were looking to play these games or get these games on Switch, they're on sale. Cool. Throw this in chat. Yeah, Tabo. Yeah. NVIDIA confirms its latest driver is causing problems in Modern Warfare 2. All right, so NVIDIA is working on a hot fix, but for now, if you're going to be playing Modern Warfare 2, you will want to avoid the 526.47 driver for NVIDIA graphics cards, okay? If you haven't yet updated to the latest NVIDIA graphics driver, you might want to hold off. NVIDIA has confirmed there's a bug in the driver that's causing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 crashes. Word of the issue initially came to our attention by way of Beanox, the lead studio on the PC version of Modern Warfare 2. We've noticed some stability issues with the latest NVIDIA drivers, 526.47 on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The studio tweeted, "For now, we'd suggest you keep the 516.59 or 522.25 drivers." Random mode time. Let's go. You installed it this morning? Did you just get prompted to auto install it, or was there a reason for installing it? Because I'll tell you this, nopers, dude. With a lot of drivers and things, I tend to keep my computer pretty up to date because I don't want vulnerabilities. But I am usually about, a version behind on things like graphics drivers. Okay. Graphics drivers tend to come out with these kinds of issues. So usually what I'll do is bump up to the if this is the brand new one, I'll be bumping up to that. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of proved to be stable at this point. And graphics drivers for NVIDIA come out fairly often, so what I've found is, unless I absolutely need to go to the latest and greatest, I'll kind of be running the version right behind what has just come out, because it's kind of proved to be a stable version without any kind of unknown bugs or anything at that point. NVIDIA later confirmed a problem in an email sent to PC Gamer. Yes, there is a bug filed for this game, and we're working on a hot fix. This is specifically why our latest game-ready driver hasn't promoted or recommended for this title in the first place. Ironically, several people posted about problems on Reddit saying they've updated the latest driver in order to address crash problems. One Redditor, for instance, describes Steam requiring a lengthy download after a crash before it will allow the game to launch again, even though it's not actually downloading anything. A problem I've run into myself a few times. Updating graphics drivers is a standard early step when it comes to troubleshooting, yet in this case, it apparently just makes the problem worse. Yeah. NVIDIA didn't provide a time frame on when the hotfix will be available, but the current game-ready driver is still listed as 526.47, the broken one. So for now, the best thing to do is just stick with what you've got, even if it's a little wonky. If you've already updated and want to roll back, instructions for doing so are up at nvidia.com. Yeah, I mean, that is a play, though, and I absolutely have done it many times as well. If a brand new game drops and it's feeling a bit clunky or the visuals are being weird, Quite often, NVIDIA drops drivers specifically for those titles, the big titles too that just come out, and you go grab it. Right, that's like the play. So it's hard to avoid at times too, running into these issues. I probably should have here. I'll give you guys this in case you need the instructions to go rollback. I think it's probably pretty easy to find on NVIDIA, but just in case you need that. New control games are on the way. All right. Control was one of the greatest games of 2019. It was a good combination of impressive graphics and action. With its free distribution on Epic Games last year, many gamers played it. The game was good. Gamers started waiting for the other titles from this franchise. The developer studio Remedy Entertainment gave the good news last year, and they announced 2 new Control games are in the making. That was the latest information we've learned about the games, and they were pretty quiet about those games so far. Finally, Remedy Entertainment talks about the 2 games they're working on. As we know, one of them is a sequel to the first game, the other one is a spin-off. We're excited about both of these projects, and here's the latest information we heard from the developers. The in-development spin-off codename is Condor, a 4-player co-op action in the Control universe. Sounds fun to play in the Control universe with friends. Project Condor might be a great co-op game. The second in-development project is a sequel to the first game. Codename is Heron. And the details are much unclear about it. But the developers say it's in the concept stage, and the early development stage goes well. Both are in very, very early development. Yeah. It's going to take a while before we get any kind of significant details about these titles, but at least that's confirmed. We have new Control games coming, sequel and spinoff. Wait, what, Tabo? Nice gamer. Pepe hands, dude. Pepe hands. All right, here we go. Bayonetta 3 voice actors detail their pay, workload, and the dangerous race to the bottom. A messy situation surrounding Bayonetta 3 leads to a real discussion about fair pay for voice actors in the video game industry. Okay. Almost exactly 5 years since the longest actor strike in U.S. history came to a close, video game voice actors are in the spotlight once again. Back in 2017, it was about voice actors refusing to work with publishers like Activision and Take-Two over fair payment concerns. Now, a fiery conversation surrounding Nintendo and Platinum's upcoming Bayonetta 3 has reignited the debate over fair pay for voice actors in the video game industry. We know why this is, if you're not familiar, Helena Taylor is the individual that has voice acted the Bayonetta character for the first 2 titles, Bayonetta 1 and 2, and basically came out, released a thread of videos on Twitter claiming she was offered only $4,000 in total to reprise the role for Platinum and Nintendo's upcoming Bayonetta 3. In addition, Taylor asked fans to boycott the game and instead donate the money to they would have spent on it to charity. In the middle of the ensuing social media firestorm, a conversation surrounding voice actor wages in the video game industry started to develop, with some actors sharing their accounts of how much they were paid for taking on certain roles. Then the story took a new turn. On Tuesday, a report from Bloomberg, and later corroborated by VGC, revealed that Platinum allegedly attempted to hire Taylor for 5 4-hour sessions at a rate between $3,000 and $4,000 apiece. This would have put Taylor's total compensation for Bayonetta 3 at $15,000, much higher than the amount she had claimed she was offered. It still seems very low to me for a title like that, though. Taylor has since released a new statement saying she was in fact offered $15,000 for the role. Through all of the drama and changes to the story, though, there's still a very real discussion to be had surrounding pay and workload in the voice actor industry. So IGN sought out to learn the following. What is the standard rate for a voice actor, and what is the workload like? Compensation greatly fluctuates depending on the scope of a project and the resources from a studio. Yeah. Spoke with Sean Chiplock, the actor who voiced Rivali in both The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and its spin-off Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, in addition to Tiba and the Great Deku Tree. On Twitter, Chiplock revealed he was paid between $2,000 and $3,000 per game, which was higher than normal because he was voicing 3 separate characters. I was paid approximately $2,000 to $3,000 overall because it was based on the total number of hours in the studio. Yeah, I made more from voicing a Spade Dial in Freedom Planet 1 because that generously gave me sales royalties. I think I was talking about this recently. I think this is where it's going to go. I think this is where it's going to go. With all this coming up again, being a big controversial, I think that's where this is going to go. I think voice actors are going to get to a point where they go, it should be royalties, right? And I mean, ultimately, it's going to be on, these actors are going to have to come up with some united front if they want things to change, obviously. But it's also going to be on the voice actors and their managers and agents and stuff like that to construct some kinds of contracts that actually go for royalties or a percentage or something, you know what I mean? Rather than just a flat rate. Because it is kind of wild. You talk about Bayonetta, and we're looking at like just between the first 2 games, what they say, it's raked in $500 million at this point. And they want to pay the voice actor to do the 3rd game $15K. That seems low. You know what I mean? Somebody who's created helped to create this character that has been so very lucrative for this company, this developer, and they want to just $15K seems low. But I mean, I'm not in this industry. I don't know. Chiplock had 2 off-screen lines in the Detective Pikachu movie, and the actor said he earned more from those 2 lines alone than he did for the entirety of Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity. This is because actors earn royalties for film and television, with Chiplock adding he still gets checks from his work on Detective Pikachu. The 2016 SAG AFTRA strike as a turning point for gaming contracts in some regards, but that the union did not manage to get royalties residuals added as part of those adjustments. The union does impose limits on how long a day or session is in the industry. According to the union's wage sheet, 1 session is a maximum of a 4-hour day. And the anonymous actor we spoke to said there are limits imposed if a session is vocally stressful. For things like combat scenarios, include a lot of screaming, grunting, other efforts. Yeah, things get murkier for voice actors when they take non-union jobs, of course. The standard rate for non-union video game work is $250 an hour. I mean, that's a good hourly wage, but usually voice acting work, you're not having for a video game, unless it's a very, very detailed, dialogue-rich, text-rich game where the voice actors are having to go through. I mean, you talk about something like, what did they say? 250,000 lines worth of voice-acted dialogue, I think, is what they're saying is part of Starfield at this point, that is significant, right? That's a lot of voice acting work. But most games don't have that. Most games don't have that much voice acting work in it. So while $250 seems like a lot of, that's a high number for an hourly wage. A lot of times for video games, I don't think that you're getting a lot of hourly studio time in. So it doesn't accumulate to a lot of overall pay for the title that you worked on and helped to create these characters for, 6 hours at $100 an hour is $600. Everyone wants $600 for doing what they love, right? Then it becomes easier and easier to take advantage of people who really want in. There are so many people who really want to do this. It's a slippery slope. People who want these roles, if you do it for less than the industry standard, it's going to end up hurting everyone. That's exactly what I was saying before. It's going to take a united front, right? We talk about that a lot. If people want change to happen, whether it be, for the voice acting in video games or voice acting industry as a whole, specifically here we're talking about video games, or for industry practices to change, like we talk about a lot here for monetization, where the industry's just gotten so greedy. It's probably going to take a united front for consumers, for us to stand up and go, we're not going to, we're not going to help these companies anymore. We're not going to purchase their products. We're not going to support them anymore to be a catalyst for change. But it's getting everybody to get on that same page that's really the tough thing, right? Getting all consumers to get on the same page and go, we're not supporting that. It's not realistic, right? And I think that's kind of the same thing here. There are so many people that want into this industry of voice acting to get their foot in the door. They're like, okay, I'll take I'll undercut what everybody else that's kind of lining up to do these roles would take to try to get my foot in the door and show that I can, I can do a really good job here, and then I can get a better wage moving forward. Well, it's really just hurting everybody that's trying to, compete in this industry, because more undercut, and it just, exacerbates this issue. It's not healthy for the environment if kowtowing to people just to say, I really, really want to be in this. I'll do it for whatever. That hurts everyone. It's just not a good idea to do it, but people are still going to do it because they really want to be in games. But it sucks and it hurts everyone, and I wish people would understand that. Yeah, it's tough, dude. It's tough. Yeah. So many indie projects, especially, have low voice acting rates. Mere dollars per final line delivered, or worse, a flat rate for an entire project that means well under $1 per line. $2 per line in the indie space is incredibly common. Some projects pay even lower rates, or a low flat rate for tens or hundreds of lines. Some indie projects are completely unpaid, and sometimes that's even if the final product will cost money. Yeah, in many cases, an actor wants to take a role not for the paycheck, but for the valuable experience that will net them in the long run. Zebro told us that getting specific named characters can go a long way in landing gigs in bigger titles. It can cause an actor to sign onto a project for less than what they're worth just to get that credit in their portfolio. Like I said, getting your foot in the door of this industry, as it were, and try to get something notable for your portfolio, for your resume, as it were, to try to keep moving forward in this industry is what a lot of people are after. So they do this undercutting kind of thing, but it just leads to a problem overall, right? This is a very long article. I think we get the gist of it. Ultimately, look, I think that's where it's hard, because I think that voice actors need to be getting some kind of, no matter what the game is. It doesn't matter if it's an indie game. Yeah, okay, Tubo. Some kind of royalties or whatever for the title, and if it does good, you do well. Doesn't do good, okay, then the opposite happens. You're not going to make anything, right? Um, I think that's the way it should be in the industry for these kinds of things. But then there's going to be the argument that, like, why does a voice actor get that kind of pay? Why does the voice actor get royalties whenever there are so many other amazing artists that are part of the development of these video games that don't get the same thing, right? So I don't know, dude. It's a weird situation. I think that the money issue in the gaming industry is something that needs to really be taken a hard look at. And we were talking about it yesterday. Like, is the price increase that we see and the monetization that's just taken such been ingrained in everything video games? How much of it is actually inflation, and how much of it is just being blamed on inflation? Right? That's something that needs to be taken a hard look at. And maybe these royalties, it doesn't need to be as much royalties, but if games hit certain thresholds, these voice actors get paid an amount more, right? If the game makes this much profit, you make this much. If it makes this much profit, you make this much. Something like that, and which is kind of royalties as well, but it's more like hitting goals, right? The more goals that the game hits, the better you do too. So not necessarily a percentage, but that can be worked in. There's different ways to address it, but I don't know. It does seem low, and it's a rough industry, no doubt about it. Voice acting, man. Oh my gosh. Hopefully never another. Unless it's something that looks as good as Scorn and is actually a good game as well. All right, this is the last article I have, guys. If you have anything to add, let me know. We'll talk about it before we move on to Whistleblower DLC for today. Okay. Games that will be like Scorn. God, I hope not. Let me just get a drink of coffee to begin with here. Eight years after his original announcement, the long-awaited first-person survival horror game Scorn gets available on the Xbox S and X and PC. Although the project has been criticized because it is vague in action, the world which authored EBB Software made sounded pretty frightening. Without explanation, you will go to a mysterious ancient place. You literally have no idea what the story has. Unlike any game for survival, your time will be spent exploring places, solving puzzles, while sometimes taking a break from opponents. The local weapons combat systems seem a little complicated and apt, in part because the firefights here are often hidden and shouldn't be taken lightly. Essays in the works of the author of the novel Alien, the great and terrible H.R. Geiger, keep their appeal pure and disgusting at all times. Soma was actually awesome. I enjoyed Soma. Amnesia I haven't played. Outlast, sick. Finished it yesterday, right? But we're continuing the DLC, or we're going to play the DLC today. Evil 7. Alien Isolation was amazing. Haven't played Alan Wake. I'll let you guys read this stuff. Look, I'm not. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to go back to exactly what Scorn was. Scorn was a game that has been in development since 2014. And it literally all Scorn was a visual experience. This game is not scary. It is a game that was developed in the art style of H.R. Geiger, which is good and gruesome. And while it can be done in a very frightening way, as we have seen throughout like the Alien movies, things like that, because that's Geiger stuff as well, this was not. It was gruesome. It was gruesome. It wasn't really scary. It wasn't fun. It was just a visual experience. for a game that has been in development for 8 flipping years to come out and just be a visual experience and literally have no direction in trying to show the player what the story is about or anything. It literally fell short in so many areas. There's no dialogue. There's no voice acting. The story is just about as vague and open-ended as you could possibly imagine. It had a few cool puzzles in it. It was a visual experience. And I hope to never see another game like this. It doesn't need to be a game. It didn't need to be a game. Just turn it into some kind of like walkthrough VR experience or something. It didn't need to be a game. Because it sucked as a game. It could have been a cool game, I think. They just didn't do it very well. So, I'll say this. I think what they're trying to do here on this article is trying to say that other games that you might find to be like Scorn, Soma, no. Soma was cool. It was fun. Outlast, awesome. Not like Scorn. Alien Isolation, fantastic. Not like Scorn. These others I haven't played, so take those as you will. But nice kind of Soma, Outlast, Alien Isolation, all. It did, dude. All of these games to be compared to Scorn, I severely disagree with that. Soma, because of the ones that I've played here, Soma, Outlast, and Alien Isolation, these are all very well done games all the way around. They look good. The sound is fantastic. They've got frightening elements in them. Good horror games. Scorn is not a good horror game. It's just a visual experience. That's all it is. It did suck as a game. It did suck as a game. It was very, very, very underwhelming, dude. And it didn't need to be a game. I think that's the big thing for me. Is like I don't understand what I just don't know what they were trying to do with it. I think that's the thing that's really wild to me is, and for anybody to compare it to games like Soma and like Alien Isolation and even Outlast, like these are very, very iconic, notable games for being great horror genre games. They're noted, iconic games for being great horror experiences, right? Scorn will never be in that same realm with those games. It just will not. There's no flipping way. There's no way. This is my thing. This is what I said whenever I finished playing Scorn, and I'll say it again. If you're interested in checking out this experience, because it is a cool visual experience. It's not a fun game, in my opinion. It's a cool visual experience. I love the art style. That's what drew me to it in the first place. But I thought it was going to be a horror experience. I thought it was going to be a scary gameplay. It's not. So don't expect that. But if you want to try it out, do not... I cannot recommend paying full price for this game. Wait for it to go on a significant sale or play it on a subscription service. That is what I would say. I feel ripped off paying what I pay $35 for this. I feel ripped off. Not going to sugarcoat it. So that's my recommendation for you. If you actually want a good experience, go play these games. Go play Soma. Amnesia is supposed to be great too. I need to play it. Outlast, fantastic. Alien Isolation, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. You're not going to get the same thing out of this. I cannot recommend, dude. That's what I got. That's what I got. Look, everybody's experience is going to be different, right? That's why I'm not going to tell you not to play it. I'm not going to tell you not to play a game. Personal experience, I didn't find it enjoyable, and I feel it's kind of a disservice to those other games for games like some very iconic horror games to be compared to Scorn whenever Scorn just didn't have it. No, I haven't, Pinky. Do we need to look something up? Just a second, I'll look it up. Yeah, just a second, I'll look it up. Really? I'll look it up. Just a second. We'll look it up before we finish. Yeah, thanks, buddy. So look, if it looks interesting to you and you want to try it out, by all means, dude, you do you. You know, and I hope you enjoy it. I really do. For me, it was a failure. Other than the visual experience, the game was just, it was not there for me. So I'm gonna warn people because that was my experience. Now, does that mean that's gonna be everybody else's experience? No way. But I think that there have been a lot of other people that feel the same way I do, and because of that, that's why I recommend people try to play it on like a subscription service like Game Pass, so you don't have to pay for it, full price for it or whatever, or just wait till in the future at some point when you can get it on a really, really good sale where you don't have to pay even close to 30 or $40 for it. Let's pull this up real quick. Let me take a look, buddy. Hold on. Bruh. Bruh. Dude, I'm fat clicking everywhere. I feel tired today. Not getting anything like recent news about this, dude. What we got, man? Yo, go away. You got something for me, dude? Hold on. I can't even keep my tabs correct. Thanks, buddy. Oh, what the crap, dude? What is this? Holy crap. Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. And then we'll finish up the news. Um, bro, what? Why did that not work? There we go. Okay, yo, Pinky, thanks, dude. Thanks. Blizzard pulls disturbing Overwatch 2 custom game mode. Content warning: this story contains discussions of sexual violence. Okay, so be aware. Jeez, Blizzard. Blizzard has reached out to Games Radar and stated that the game code for the custom mode is no longer active. Original story follows: a despicable Overwatch 2 custom game mode has been removed by Blizzard, but it could unfortunately resurface unless further steps are taken. Now, I think this is where the update came in, and Blizzard said the game code for that custom mode is no longer active. That's what they're stating, right? As reported by PC Gamer's Tyler Culp, user-created custom game mode called Sexual Assault Simulator was found and shared as a warning by Twitter user LynMBE. According to tweets, their 12-year-old child stumbled across it while looking through Overwatch 2's custom game modes. Popular streamer and comedian Lemmy then found and shared screenshots of the game mode's descriptions and lobbies. The disgusting game mode has apparently been in Overwatch 1 since January of this year, but was updated after Overwatch 2 launched this month. The description for the mode is, this is version 1.2 of the new and unique sexual harassment simulator. Find new friends, live a normal life, give birth to a child. What? The mode forces one player to play as Cassidy against a squad of female-only Overwatch characters. On-screen instructions tell players to knock down players using Cassidy's Overwatch 1 flashbang ability, which is gone in the sequel. And wow, dude. This is insane. Basically, teabag to. So after knocking the enemy players down, you would go teabag, right? Teabag the enemy players while they're down, which is like crouching over them if you're not familiar. With the words raping appearing as you do so. This gets enemy players pregnant. What? Before a bot version of Torbjorn spawns. Culp reports that the explicit language is written with spaces, presumably to get around an in-game filter. Yeah, absolutely. Culp reached out to Blizzard to ask about the mode, and a spokesperson responded with, quote, inappropriate or explicit content has absolutely no place in our game. We immediately removed the user-created game mode once made aware of its existence, continually working to improve automatic filters to prevent inappropriate user-created content. Manually removing any that are not caught by this. Bro, what? Oh my god, dude, people are wild. Well, yeah, I mean, Blizzard things, yeah. Unfortunately, Culp has confirmed that the 5-digit code associated with the mode is still available. Any ill-intentioned player could presumably start up another public match and relist it in the custom mode section. Since there are already comments under YouTube videos of the deplorable mode asking for code, which we will not link here, this issue clearly isn't fully resolved. In this case, Blizzard's moderation appears to be limited, Culp writes. It doesn't seem to include banning custom game modes, nor does it seem to fully filter offensive words out of the text within them. It's also unclear if the original creator has received any sort of punishment. They should be banned from this game forever, dude. I've reached out to Blizzard PR for clarification about their restrictions and filters for custom games, but have yet to receive a response at the time of publication. Look, I mean, okay, understand this, dude. The creator behind this is going to say, there's no doubt in my mind the creator behind this is going to, it's just a joke. Why is everybody getting so, Dude, this is literally, trying to propagate the fact that, like, sexual assault, rape, things like that are okay. You know what I mean? Is it a video game? Yeah. But that is not cool, man. So here's the big thing. This game mode has apparently been in Overwatch 1 since January of this year. What? This game mode, the custom game mode, has been live and accessible for nearly a year? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, again, Blizzard things, dude. Bro, we talk about stuff a lot. Yeah, dude, absolutely. And again, look, I already know whoever created this, and we can go back to, what Blizzard and Activision have started trying to do in order to create healthier online communities and online environments around their live service games, right? Which is the thing that has obviously generated a lot of controversy, as well as like the phone number requirement, right? But we're talking about, this is a perfect example of an individual that has done some a very, very, very unacceptable thing, right? This is unacceptable, and they should never be allowed to play another Blizzard Activision game. As far as I'm concerned, they should never be able, whoever created this, should never be able to play another live service Activision Blizzard game. They should never be able to interact in an online environment on their platform ever again. And that's where companies, developers finding out ways to prevent people from being able to make alternate accounts and things like that is a big deal, right? We're in the early stages of developers figuring out the best way to go about getting this done. It is flawed right now. There's no doubt about it. People are smart and they're always going to find ways to circumvent it to an extent, but it's going to have to be an ongoing battle, you know, that these developers have to fight to try to keep these kinds of people away from their online communities. This is unacceptable and terrible. And again, you know, the kinds of people that I feel like anybody who can make this and think that this is either funny or just okay or whatever is without any kind of empathy for or worldview for anybody in the world that has ever had to experience any kind of sexual harassment or assault or rape. I mean, what have you? And it's just terrible, man. It really is. Also, do developers have a significant undertaking with everything that they have to address in maintaining online communities for their games and everything? Absolutely. But this kind of thing, being on the watch and making sure that this kind of thing cannot be done in their titles, should be at the forefront. The fact that we're not talking about the fact that this was up for like a month. This was up for almost a year. This was available for almost a year before it was taken down, which is insane. And I don't think any of us are really surprised that it's like, well, it sounds like Blizzard. You know? That sucks, dude. That sucks. And, again, I think that the best thing that can happen to Blizzard and Activision right now is to just have Microsoft buy them and start fresh. That is actually insane. Yo, Pinky, thanks, dude. It's like, and I know, like, while I was reading this, I know that I started kind of, I guess, smiling a little bit because it is actually unbelievable to me that people do this kind of thing. It wasn't like a smile out of thinking this is funny. It's like it was more like a cringy kind of like unbelievable. I don't know, man. It's just so. And there are going to be a lot of people that see it as a joke. I think that's the unfortunate thing. There are going to be a lot of people that see this as a joke. And that sucks for all the people that have ever had to deal with any kind of sexual assault, sexual abuse in their lives, because it's not a joke. It's really not a joke. It's literally things, those kinds of things that happen to people affect their lives forever. And it's traumatic. And it hurts them forever. It affects their mental health forever. Some people aren't able to work their way through it. And then you have people that create this kind of stuff that just think it's like some kind of joke, man. It's really not. There just needs to be more awareness about, again, there's a big difference in, I say this all the time, there's a big difference in us being able to enjoy live service games in a competitive way and have a bit of banter and troll each other out a little bit, and then online communities where things are just taken too far, and being empathetic, compassionate human beings for one another, and not necessarily having to experience something yourself, but being aware that there are people that deal with a multitude of different kinds of situations in their lives, that there can be things that are triggers for that. I've experienced online situations where people have, said some absolutely disgusting things to me, of like prompting self-harm and stuff. And luckily, man, that's not something that affects me, but it can absolutely affect somebody else that already deals with underlying issues in that kind of mental space. And therefore, I took every, avenue that I could to report those individuals and get them banned off of that platform, because I don't want to see somebody else get pulled down a rabbit hole by some toxic asshole online that has no moral compass, can't be empathetic to the fact that there are people that have issues in their lives, that have had to deal with some terrible stuff, and there's just no room for this kind of thing. You know what I mean? There just isn't, in my opinion, at all. And the fact that it took Blizzard almost a year to find this and get it taken down is unacceptable. Thanks, Pinky. Appreciate it, buddy. That's a bit of a note to end the news segment on, man. Jeez. But look, that's brutal, man. It's brutal. I think the best thing I can do right now, ending on that article for our news segment, is to just say, don't let other people bring you down. And usually when other people are trying to bring you down, it's because they have their own issues. So this community is always here for everybody. If we joke around, we have a lot of fun. This is an upbeat community. But it's all about us being accepting and understanding individuals, and just wanting human beings to be good people. That's it, right? Absolutely, gamer. No doubt about it. Look, man, I'm not the most intelligent person in the world by far, right? I'm three-head master, dude. Yeah, Pinky, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. But we don't have to be. I'm not expecting us to be a community of humans in general, right? There's a lot of ignorance. There's a lot of ignorance out there, and ultimately, and I'm so very lucky. We have so many amazing individuals in this community already, but I just need people to know that whether it be current community members or anybody else out there that's just searching for a spot to hang out, that you can feel safe and welcome, and no judgments or anything like that. We're here, right? And again, that's for anybody that's already a part of this, or anybody that wants to be a part of this. A big part of the reason this community has been cultivated and kind of formed in the way it was from the get-go was to avoid that kind of stuff. I've seen too much of it in my life. I know there are a lot of people out there that struggle with all kinds of different things, and I wanted this to be a fun place, but a safe place. So just know that, okay? Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. The news is always great, and we get to discuss so many amazing things in regards to the industry that we're all so very passionate about. So thank you. We're going to move on to Outlast 1 Whistleblower DLC. And yeah, so we'll get that finished today. Then we'll move out into Outlast 2 for tomorrow and Monday for Halloween. Yeah. So on that note, thank you to all of you amazing people that are part of this community. If you're catching this content as a VOD on Twitch or YouTube and you're enjoying what you're seeing, see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of these amazing people when we go live at 6 a.m. CST every single day, and we do all of our video gaming news segments right off the bat whenever we go live before we move into whatever gaming content that we have slated for the rest of the day, okay? I would say other than that, you guys just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind, and catch everybody tomorrow for October 30th's edition of Video Gaming News. Cool?